The Indigo Disk DLC is bringing back a ton of top tier Pokemon to the Scarlet and Violet video games. From literally all the starters finally being available to exciting new Pokemon we have never seen before, in today's video, we're going to discuss the absolute best Pokemon returning confirmed for the Indigo Disk DLC. What's up, y'all?
Mr. Dr. Professor
Titan here, back with another video to help you enhance your Pokemon adventure. When deciding which of these returning Pokemon will be the creme de la creme, if you will, I took into account if they have any history of being really good in the competitive scene with VGC, if they'll potentially be beneficial for any of the Terra raids that we'll have to face in the future, and ultimately if they have like a deciding factor that really sets them apart from the rest of these returning Pokemon. With this, we'll also discuss the easiest way to acquire each one of these Pokemon so that you have them locked and loaded, ready to transfer over once Pokemon Home allows them to be in the DLC. Also, make sure you stick around. There's actually been a few players that got to play a little bit of the Indigo Disk DLC already, and they've all said that a ton of the battles are really challenging, including a ton of high-leveled Pokemon and even some common battle strategies we see in the competitive scene. So you're definitely going to want to make sure you have these Pokemon at the ready in your arsenal so that nothing stands in your path. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I truly appreciate everyone who has supported so far. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, and we're just going to keep releasing amazing guides to help you out with the Pokemon mainline games, and of course, amazing Pokemon video game content and TCG unboxings. So any support is greatly appreciated. And now let's get to the vid. First up, we have the amazing OG Water Ice Pokemon Lapras. Huge RIP to its incredible G-Max form, but regardless, this is an overall solid bulky Pokemon due to its great base HP stat of 130. Lapras will be beneficial for both raids and battles in multiple ways. With its ice and water typing, it can be utilized for either rain or snow weather boosts. It gets access to Rain Dance and other support moves like Life Dew to heal up your team along with yourself quick. It can also learn Hydro Pump and Blizzard, which are both top tier moves for the ice and water typing. And with multiple abilities, which includes Hydration, this allows Lapras to heal up from any status condition when it rains, even including waking up if it just used Rest to heal its health. That's pretty awesome. As far as catching it goes, it's always been a rare Pokemon to acquire. It's available in all past Switch games except Legends Arceus, so it's really up to you how you want to catch it, or maybe you even have one in Pokemon Go that you can easily transfer over via Pokemon Home once the DLC comes out. Next up, one of the most unique Pokemon of the entire franchise, Smeargle is making a huge return after it took a break not being in the Sword and Shield video games. This Pokemon has a ton of potential, and I'm really excited to see what players will come up with to utilize this Pokemon. Even though it has pretty subpar base stats, what makes this Pokemon so awesome is that it can learn the move Sketch every 10 levels, which permanently copies a move that an opponent Pokemon just used. This opens up a ton of possibilities with Terrestrialization to not only bamboozle opponents in battles, but especially for taking on raids. I feel like this will be an incredible Pokemon for both support and offensive strategies. Since it will copy any move, you can really go nuts with this Pokemon and teach it anything from essential support moves like Helping Hands to super cool legendary signature moves like Ivy Cudgel, because why not? For catching Smeargle, it's available on Route 212 in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl if you use the Pokeradar, but probably your best bet for finding one is to take a picture with your buddy in Pokemon Go, as this can spawn Smeargle from time to time, and then just transfer it up via home. Moving along to an absolute powerhouse of a Pokemon, Ramfardos is crashing into the Indigo Disk DLC with an astonishing 165 base attack stat. That's higher than Palafin Hero Form, Regigigas, and it overall ties with Ice Rider Calyrex for the highest base attack stat in the entire game. Unfortunately, it is lacking in pretty much all of its other stats, but it definitely has some potential for battles, even with a defensive Terra type. Or, if you're looking to do a ton of damage fast, especially for raids, it gets access to Swords Dance, so definitely utilize a couple of those, and then a Terra Rock Head Smash that has a base power of 150 is going to be one of the most insane damage outputs a non-legendary Pokemon can do. This has always been one of my favorite fossil type Pokemon, and it is available to hatch in Pokemon Go, and you can revive its fossil in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, so both these methods can take a bit of time. I recommend acquiring it via Space-Time Distortion in Legends Arceus if you don't have one yet, as this looks to be the easiest way to get one ASAP. And of course, to have a starter on the list, Incineroar without a doubt is seen as one of the most powerful meta-breaking Pokemon of all time. From its S-tier shiny to its incredible vast move pool, it was only a matter of time until it graced us with its presence once again. It has great stab moves like Knock Off and Flare Blitz, and moves like U-Turn and Snarl pair perfectly with its Intimidate ability, which is so widely known. Whether it's playing through the story, battling online, or facing tough raids, if you're having issues, maybe try out adding Incineroar. It more than likely is going to do great things for you. Thanks so much for watching the video. I truly hope that you learned something new. Again, if you don't mind, please support the channel by leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, at Mr. Dr. Professor Titan. I'll be popping out new Pokemon videos every single week, so make sure to stay tuned and maybe you'll learn something new. Thanks so much.